W4 will allow him to rotate over towards CT, so they've got 3 people ready to fight.
The push is definitely Delacroft. They're going to jump into the fight straight away. Rotation's coming forth, but they haven't quite pushed onto the side yet. Shin has to be eliminated first. CNED with a couple of kills, still alive as he's able to dash away, but there's 2 left for K-Corp, and on the outside looking in.
I think this is a smoke that Navera threw to try and allow them to sneak back into backside. Something you actually saw Loud do a lot with the Viper walls that they throw on B to give them a safe lane to walk downstairs and re-clear the site. Unfortunately, when CNED just finds 2 kills against your defensive hold there, just not going to end up working out for them. So with both players now coming through from CT and a really strong defensive setup here, where no one's actually peeking early on the side of NAVI. The second they come around the stairs corner, they're going to get absolutely roasted by CNED and then Zipan swinging out from Boathouse.
Already spotted on the right-hand side, Surigetsu with a pick, and NAVI, fairly clean start to the game.
This contact here from Shin.
Shin maybe in a bit of trouble here, being rushed up. And even though Zipan was fully blinded, still was able to find the headshot. NAVI gaining access. They take down the rifle that was in Scream's hands, leaving the duty highly on XMS's shoulders.
I respect it. It's a big gamble spot there from Scream. He has to worry about a couple of different angles once he loses the market player. And he gets the one, just instantly traded out. NAVI continuing to look very clean in their attacks here.
XMS magic. Leviosa maybe can bring out another Avada Kedavra out here because he's got another 2 to deal with. Can he get it? He's hidden away. I don't think they can expect him to be this close. Oh, can't quite recover in time. Navera, he needs to find a gun.
Yeah, there's a gun I know on Switch. Right now, Navera has the... He's going to use the paranoia to move on over. Remember, Scream dropped the rifle back here, so he's picking up his brother's rifle.
It's actually doable. It's actually very doable. Turn to your right. Turn to your right,
he sees them.
They both see each other!
No!
But Shell comes out on top! What a nice try!
Down. So if it was to be a slow hit or something like this, there were some options for them. Karmine Corp, I don't think you invested. I think you just, like, if you had, like, a couple of rifles, maybe you could do something. Although, as a kill comes in, it opens up some opportunity. Slam that ultimate. I want to see it, baby.
This could be it for K-Corp.
Give it to me.
They actually get it. They've got a player's advantage, but they need weaponry.
The problem is, right, the late lurk from Sugetsu is going to cook the round, because the second he finds the fight here, he's going to be able to break that lockdown.
Red. They throw a fragment in that direction. Zipan wants to
6 seconds.
assist in the endeavor. They may have an opportunity. XMS finds a quick headshot. XMS doubles up. And now it's down to Shao alone. And he's locked down. K-Corp. It's a pistol round to put them on the board. He can do it again. Well, at least he tried last time around. Can he guarantee it? Lovely flash. Coordinated together. CNED flashed the second time around. And he's locked behind the wall. XMS delivering. And his teammates is a barrage of wildfire up on Navi's backs. And that gives K-Corp a second round in the game. Starting to build a bit of an eco for themselves. Navera would have been an epic pick if it did work off, but not quite there. 2 kills for Navi straight out of the bat.
I mean, Navera's definitely feeling himself with the operator. That's one of those angles that it's legal for a jet to peek away from, because
really
like you can dash back into it. Not really for an omen.
Yeah.
The problem being you just get swung from top mid. Even if you get that initial kill, you're not able to actually escape quickly enough, and you just get spammed down.
Hey, look, the strat is go kill. That's what Navera's trying to do.
That's absolutely correct. Hold on. XMS is good for, if they committed, good for 2 there. One thing I will notice from Navi is they're usually pretty passive. I think usually only committing 1 player through B main. They love these heavy market hits. So I actually think playing an angle like that is pretty high EV. With the amount of fade utility they're throwing through B main, they're not really just contacting through and peeking you. So the way we saw XMS play there, or Scream in the second round playing on top of Switch, this may just be decent prep into Navi, knowing you're a little bit more legally obliged to not hardcover B main.
Check is right. Ooh, whoa, okay. Oh, for a second there, I thought XMS got 2.
The thing is, I think Scream just dropped down onto site. He really wants to fight them off of this. I think they could have played a little bit more slowly and tried to use those ultimates on the retake, but what is that?
That's a HQ. That's a first time on the VCT server kill. Still 3-on-3, one at the back of sight. Scream does what he knows how to do best, doubles up at that as well. CNED left to do a lot, actually. 1 against 3, XMS on his attempt to resurrect, has to die. 1 bullet in the chamber here for CNED with 15 seconds to work with. Scream is able to pick up the last one quickly as that, and K-Pop
Boathouse just going into his own smoke CT. He hears the footsteps, sees the ping too. Which fight is he gonna go for? He actually just falls out of the smoke, giving up that fight. It doesn't matter though, because Zipan's rolling through the site.
Yeah, he really is. The thing is, NAVI haven't quite entered yet. They haven't gotten enough space. And with Shin now joining the entry with another angle to work with, XMS and Shin delivering with the kills. Backstab.
The second this gets planted, XMS hits the ultimate, Shin has the ulti 2 to fight them.
Which is why Navi's pushing directly into them. They're going directly in for the fight, but it's still a trade on both sides. H, overzealous, does peek out forwards and ends up losing his life. Lockdown, not quite taken down. Only just now happening. Scream on the back flank, still keeping his team on top.
Zipan's in such a tough spot here. He tries to close the door, but they know where he is. Some attempts on the spam. They can't hear anything, so he escapes. Back, Shin finds the first kill, and out from the smoke, Navarre shuts it down. K-Core are within one. Right now, XMS is playing in spawn to avoid getting snapped by that KO. Ulti and Shin, they're walking straight into the crossfire. It's 2 kills from him, and some spam from all the way back as well.
Was it through the smoke as well?
No, I think Shin took the fight. It was XMS spamming from back in Fountain.
Got it.
Yeah, but I mean, Scream just takes that same spot because it's like, hey, they didn't see me last round. I might as well go for it this time. And actually, I think the full side hit would have worked. Navi couldn't have known that, but
Karmine Corp getting picked apart.
They're just farming them now.
Look, if you give messy fights to K-Corp, they're going to capitalize on it because they thrive on that.
Yeah, 100%. It's like, God, that angle Scream is playing is, it's so cringe. I feel like you don't see that nowadays, but with the double setup in mid they've been going for, he has the coverage just to not really be in a one-and-done spot because you have the trade coming in now from CT.
Yeah, of course, but it is Jet meta. Cena still has his blades, still can do quite a bit. No, down to the Vandal now. Paranoia to the back end. It's going to have to take some while. Good pop flash there. Cena can't quite find the doubles. Down a shower to do it all by himself. Nice little pick down to 30 points of health. And now it's got an opportunity. XMS! Wallbang shots! And that's the round for K-Corp. Aggressive they can be, how efficient they can be on isolating these fights and winning them most of these times. They've got a real opportunity here. Suigetsu getting spotted out early. Scream on the case, even though he's blind as a bat, can deliver the finishing blow. Onto the side they go, and we're looking at a 4v4 retake.
Yeah, the quick triple flank, as a matter of fact, through B main. Now, Karmine Corp aren't going to be able to hold forward positions. They weren't really able to post up towards logs or anything like this, so it's going to be big trades, 2 players in the back of site.
K-Corp, no utility.
I think the hit came in so fast. Navarre should have a smoke fairly soon. Same for Shin on the haunt.
Navi pushing forwards. Angel with the first shot. Down low, but can the rest of them pull up? Now they're going to be pushing forward. Cena very aggressive with the shots, and as quickly as that, blinking, you miss it. K-Corp, no more.
There you go. Navi coming just barreling down lane. I'm Scream in that situation.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay.
We got it.
Oh, can they jump and pick up the Vandal?
Wait a minute! There could be some guns in play right now for K-Corp, but they've even got more players. They just pushes a little bit too far.
And that was the Guardian too, so that one's going to be completely lost. Yeah. Very nice Paranoia coming in to make Suigetsu just absolutely farm.
How to win against frenzies? Use frenzies yourself.
Ah, yes.
Case in point by Suigetsu.
Absolutely genius.
Yeah, and having a Lotus map later on as well, considering Navi haven't looked the best on that. I think they've played 2 maps on it so far, 2 different comps, and losing both.
Suigetsu can win the entire round just with this kill, and no one's going to clear him. And now he has trips on site as well as the camera. He only sees the one, so he's still a little bit concerned about a player in mid. Somebody shoot that, please. They're trying to hide Shin. Yeah, okay. Round's absolutely cooked. Well played, Suigetsu. And that is another bonus. Or not bonus, but anti-bonus that KC end up losing and just forced to save 1 or 2 rifles.
It's the exact same that we saw that first half, wasn't it?
Very shocked Angel wasn't able to punish off that. Okay.
How does Scream keep doing that? I think it's the second kill of the kind. Through walls, headshot, kills. Beautifully done. 2 on site though, and there's a bit of a crossfire. How can they extrapolate it? Still, Suigetsu falls. 14 seconds, shot has to be dealt with. He's got a rifle, but not for long! KC back in the fight!
And CNET has an operator on the retake. Good kill from Zipan. And a second from CNET. 2v2, 4 seconds! No one's placing the down!
Oh no!
Please plant the spike. You have to for money. Please, I don't care about saving. Try to plant the spike. Or you are capped at 1,000 credits. Dashing on out there. A lot of times you'll see the Jet like jump dash out or updraft dash closer to Generator, of course.
It's actually quite a nice lineup because you can't really see one of the edges
We're about to just slam the hit. They clear wine, and then this Fatal's going to come through, and they go zoom in. But they will get smashed. There's the tripwire. Someone shoot her!
And Scream dies eventually. does hit both trips here.
I can't see anything, man. Can you see anything?
One of them onto the side, Nivera, able to double off! And now K-Corp well in the fight. 2 remaining for NAVI to do the heavy lifting.
Yeah,
and they're going to be right into the fight. See it being chopped down, bullet to the head, and now it's Shao on the hot seat. He's going to go for it. I bet he's going to go for it. He's not going to stand down.
I wish I could pretend and tell you I knew what happened that round, but I don't think a single player on Navi had eyeballs for that until Nivera found his 4th on the round. Shadow's going to pick up the operator and run to the hills. That's another another rock band song. There you go. Call
nice.
But how about that? Nivera pulling off the round. Absolutely fantastic from him. Even though they lose Scream, right? Like that's an anti-jet tripwire right there. He falls immediately. But then through some combination of team and enemy team utility, I don't know. I need a replay. That was too much. Please Spike explode so we can see a replay and I can be saved from this. KO or Fade ultimate, they're going to try similar.
Zenith moment. Zenith moment. Dashes out, still alive, pick in his hands.
And they're not even really in position to like accelerate over towards the B site. I mean, Sage just sticks around. Taking that orb, I would have thought might convince Navi there's more players coming over to that area, because like, who just takes an orb solo like that after you get oppered? But CNED's now in B main, and I'm sorry, I just don't see a world for this to happen. If they don't wait for the KO to flash them on through, this is going to be miserable for them.
They'll have a smoke to block out Zipan here because he's been given free real estate, really. Throws down a fragment. Seems like K-Corp look to run away from it, but they don't have much time from the shadows to the back of the site. Angel commits with it, which means there's one less defender to the right-hand side of the map, but K-Corp, they stick around.
Yeah, it's tough to actually rotate back over to A. They know the Cypher, I believe, off of Sound, is going to be playing over towards that area.
Blades enabled.
I mean, if there's a way to do it, it's to get Scream in there. Here we go, the big ulties, they're ready to go. He got both orbs, I believe.
There's another updraft available. He just uses it the second one, which means he can't really find an elevated angle for this. He can go directly into the crossfire of Angel, and that is how you just stop a push in its tracks. Angel with 2, Cena trying to pick things up on the other end. The clock run out.
They're going to try to like sell some kind of, but it's not even a fake. Like, they just have to find these kills or it's over for them.
It's now or never. They need to go amp up the pressure, get in the face of their opponents, get the kills. They don't have much time. 15 seconds on the clock. Shin does break out the Y. They know where he is. They're going to start pushing through.
12
Shao
seconds!
Revealing themselves. Have to get onto the side.
Seconds!
Haven't dealt with Suigetsu yet. 9 seconds. Suigetsu on the back end. Gets one. Can he delete them? No, he cannot!
Take that one. Just one orb off XMS's ultimate as well. I think what in the world is that?
Oh my god, but it still works out because it's got help of Angel and Zipan. Somehow Navi bring out a K-Corp tactic, and K-Corp are turning it right back around, screaming the fight doubles up. CNED in the face of XMS punching down. It's insane, it's a brawl fight. We're in Fight Club, and now it's a 2v2 for the post-plant.
Pablos, what is going on? The spike can't get across just yet. The door is going to be broken. It's very hard to plant the spike in this situation. Zaysh has one flash, one C4 to play off of. Scream is going to drop down to play with the rest of the team.
2 different positions to be played out here from Navi. Now with a flash available here from Zaysh, to find the right time.
He just missed.
He just missed, but wouldn't have any impact either way. CNED going to push forward using his Cloudburst to maybe obscure one of the positions here from Zaysh. Oh, he's closing up very quickly. Can the assistant coach do the heavy lifting? Oh, and he can! Oh, Zaysh with CNED. It's Zaysh that comes out on top, and now Suigetsu versus Scream. The double S's! Scream! Can't quite pick it up! But no one would have thought that to be the case. Lockdown being dropped now towards the B site. K-Corp know exactly what they're going for. Navi know also the same. Into the back corner, Scream knows where to find CNED, picks them up, and that's going to allow them to cross into the site.
Whenever K-Corporation have those big ultimates, it's the fast hits through main. Now this time, Navi bringing back those pistol strats. 2 players going to be flanking back through B main, but K-Corp love playing these deep positions on the B site, so they're not going to find much value, and this flank is going to be hurt out completely, so it won't end up mattering.
Still a mountain to climb, even to get this round, but you know, step by step is what you have to do. Put your foot down on the gas, just keep it going. Put in that extra gear as well. Here we go. Navi looking to aggress. They're able to find Nivera on the back of the site. There's still more to deal with. Scream retaliating. Operator now in his hands, picked up from CNED's body. Scream 3 to his name. The Shroud and Shao all by himself. He has to think real quick about the money, but he doesn't get an opportunity to do that.
No, it's just a sprint out onto B. no Cypher to slow them down, and the shots don't connect from CNED.
No, I mean, look, Na'Vi don't have too many weapons to work with in this particular round, but there's still a hope to try and make damage to the economy of K-Corp. Don't allow them to find this control back into the game. Don't give them an avenue towards it. Zipan making their opponent struggle just a little bit. And all of a sudden, there's a chance because there's rifles everywhere and it's a 3v2.
He got 2 kills on 1 HP, Pavlos. Now he has the Phantom. Gonna be retaking over towards lane. The ultimate on the retake too.
Navi can smell this victory and they're going right for it. Nightfall. Everybody on both sides is fairly low. Only Navera's got all of his health.
No one has any ears. It's like Navera told everyone to take their headphones off.
Oh no, Navera holding still with the operator in hands, the rest of the players alone, Navera delivering, and it's Xiao yet again, a very familiar position, but last time didn't work out. Can he do it this time? The Sheriff in his hands can switch to a Marshal, but he cannot think about that right now, Navera.
But this is actually the 2 ult orb off of ulti for Zaysh. Navera just taking the fight. This is the same setup though. Again, they're going to try to take the orb on Zaysh, and then they could play back towards B if they wanted to try and send that. Because they find the opening kill though, they know the site is going to be very soft. No Cypher here again. K-Corp continue to pick the right sites. They're gambling away from Sugetsu, and Navera is killing everyone!
Someone rename this guy to Smooth Operator, because this guy doesn't miss giving a scoped gun, and he'll find his opponent's body. He'll click that trigger, and it always will mean the death of his opposition.
Scream finds another in mid 2. Na'Vi were walking away to save on 12, but they lose another gun.
Man, they're taking out their pockets and nothing's coming out. Only maybe some buttons, a fly, no change. It doesn't feel good for Na'Vi. And considering K-Corp winning this round, they'll get an 11, and that'll be Na'Vi economically reset. We're looking at a potential overtime game.
And think about the success rate K-Corp have had when they're using the Killjoy, KO, and Fatal on the side hits. Na'Vi find a couple of kills. That doesn't matter at the end of the day. But this is going to be so tough. It all comes down to Zipan.
Not 1 fake, not 2 fakes, but
and 3
runs from K-Corp. Zipan drops. XMS accurate to the trigger.
Go.
They've got to move in quickly because Xiao's already on the case. Maybe he can trap them.
11 seconds.
They've got to get onto the site, but still, 3v4. Na'Vi try to get to the pack quickly. Try to interrupt the plant. They might not be able to do so as they're on site.
Oh, down to the absolute wire. The spike will be planted at the end of the day.
Shin also has an alternative angle to work with. They don't know he's here. Oh, misses a shot, but still Scream does heavy lift him, ends up falling. No, the panic. Still 2v2, CNED on the case. They need to chill down a bit. They've got a few seconds.
XMS blind on one side. Has
XMS
to cover Navera on lane, but he's smoked off too.
He's been so clutch this game. CNED pushing forwards. He's left the teammate behind. He's going to be alone for now. Xiao will be coming forward. CNED with a headshot. Now it's XMS. He's so low. Only 30 points of health, but he's got a shorty. He's going to try and do it with a shorty, and there's not much time, man. 30 seconds, 30 HP, and that's going to be the downfall of K-Corp. Na'Vi delivering. There was a potential for him to do some crazy moves, but no. Into the B side with a 3-point holding it back of the site. Frenzy. Kills coming out from Scream, double kill to his name. Zaysh gets left behind, and it does his due diligence to keep himself in position, and all of a sudden Na'Vi have only 1 player alive.
How on earth does Scream get a kill with paint shells there? I don't even know. I usually keep my eye on minimap, just watch utility almost at all times, but that was nuts. Now he's looping around towards spawn. CNED has the expectation. And Scream, that's where you get the little pop-up. It's like, bro, I have 2 guns.
Hey, look, I enjoyed the sneaky attempt. It looked very, very sneaky, very iconic in that moment.
That's the rare classic downgrade from CNED. Didn't want the ghost. Oh, because he gets the right click. That's actually nuts.
Yeah.
Dishing over towards tree 2. Na'Vi are in a great spot to shut this down.
Showstopper, Scream unable to pick up the kill. Angel still
4
alive with 4 points of health.
And they think he went tree 2.
Zipping on the back of the site, Scream doing his job. Angel still alive, still able to shoot his gun. Albeit the health he's got doubles up. And now we're looking at 3-on-3 with not much time remaining. CNED going to be pushing forward even further, but has to drop back. Uses his stash, doesn't have it available any longer. So he gets to back on the fight, draws out his knife, but there's not much time. They have to get the spike down, and Na'Vi win it down in the end. the different angles to work
Yeah,
with.
that's a good plan for the post as well. They can definitely play for this, playing very forward. They don't want to get caught behind the Viper wall, so they're trying to find a CNED.
CNED needs to be patient here, wait for his teammates to arrive to be in position to capitalize on these players in this corner. They're all in the same position, which could mean they could get killed very easily. Scream delivers, quickly taken back by Zipan. No idea how that kill commenced, but still, within the smoke, CNED reading Xaxis' push, and now we're looking at a 2-on-2. It's really, really close. Shin hides out on the close angle and finds himself a second kill in the round, and it means that only one remains for NAVI, and it's CNED.
No charges left.
And there's a nano swarm, and it just delays it even further. He's just gonna hide away. There's no much time. He's gonna have to run back and save the gun. This round is falling into the hands of the French org of K-Corp, putting a third one in the bag.
Well played, K-Core. I mean, look at that. They just opened the door themselves.
There was a gap on the poison cloud that could have been differentiated.
What?
He's somehow
He's
alive.
out.
See what he gets, who helps his teammate just run out of there. Of course, he'll get a tip of the fedora there from CNED saying, "Thank you very much, sir."
That was nuts. Just swinging underneath, obviously just breaking the crosshairs as everyone's trying to spam and get that trade. It's a nice setup to have. And now I think you play a little bit more passively, right? Big up in numbers. You have both Xiao and Sugetsu here, so tons of potential to stall with those mollies chucking out. NAVI have the potential to play huge numbers in the retake, but there's also going to have Zaysh with the pit in the post too.
That paranoia was really important. Was kind of eliminating this situation for Xiao and Cena to do anything, but now they're back into the crossfire. Shin.
Sugetsu can play with double mollies to stall this out. 10 seconds, Casey!
Again, to the wire, very, very close, guiding light.
6 seconds.
Zipan stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Spike does go down, and K-Corp becomes side control. Still a 4v4, in within the midst of the Viper's Pit. It's NAVI's Viper's Pit, but they haven't walked into it just yet.
Oh wow, the ultimate trying to force back Sugetsu. He won't be able to play off that whatsoever. CNET has the operator for the retake too. This is not an easy spot to play whatsoever.
And the Viper's Pit might go down by the time that
I think this round's over.
Gets just walks in, yeah, and that's exactly what happens. They can't walk into the site anymore. Everything that they used got depleted in that situation, nullified by the lockdown.
Oh.
And there you go. K-Corp back in the fight, very quick to their feet on the decision making.
K-Core love to make everyone watching nervous about the clock. We all know the clips, but man, there I really like the idea of Xiao just dropping the ultimate with the clock working against them. Loses a lot of value on that one. They're just trying to clear in everything, but the forward positions, Casey love to fight you.
Oh, Cena really licking his lips here, but he can't quite have the gratification of finding himself the core still. 3-on-3, time is ticking. Look at here, that spike is ticking just a little bit quicker every single moment that passes by on the spike. Zipan doubles up. Can Nivera find himself a shorty kill to delay? The spike defusal, he gets it in the end, but it's defused halfway. They'll be able to finish it off.
All right.
Zipan
on the retake. Oh, Xiao's head! Just barely sees the tip of it.
Shin with a guiding light ready. Will his team be able to respond in time? Cena on the trigger here with the operator. Will they be able to scream? Gets 3 out of nowhere. Give them the ace in a matter of milliseconds. It is all over. Of course, that round they couldn't really afford weapons, so they could afford a risk. Can they try and find any more kills out of that one? Wonderful flash, and Zipan might be able to turn it all around. Just like that. Am I all for back in the favor of NAVI? Is Zaysh there on time? I don't think he is.
Blind.
He's
Oh
paranoid.
my God, no!
He cannot see a thing. And NAVI to this game, the clutches, turnaround from NAVI, good early start from K-Corp, but really not given a chance. Opening the door, Cena clear frontier for a double. Odin will be the gun to save it as a saving grace here for K-Corp, but the damage has already been done.
Yeah, this is a decent trade though, because Nivera didn't have a rifle coming in, so all in all, it is 2 for 1, but one of your players in effect only had a pistol.
But the real fight hasn't even commenced yet. Xiao hasn't yet been challenged. He hasn't been thrown out his utility at his opposition just yet. Now, they do move across the B site, but something just tells me they don't want this B. It doesn't feel comfortable. They might even be pushing even further.
Hold on, this 1v1 is going to be absolutely huge. It's a great angle for Angel. He switched over to the rifle, and NAVI are cleaning up the site. Instantly converting.
Straight into deep end. Not able to touch the bottom. Has to be able to stay afloat and keep his team up as well. The lifeguard of the Endeavor. Still, NAVI winning off the trades very early on, keeping their team on top on the attack. Of course, the defenses dwindling means that they have to separate some of these players and have openings within the defenses.
That was a great example, though, of why it's really hard to fight up through mid. If the enemy team is playing mid towards C, they can open the door on you, instantly punish. You'd like to have Zaysh in a spot where he could try to find a trade, you know, swing back on them. But he just took a bullet and then fell off the angle. That was the only line of defense.
And Zeish, you know, fragging-wise, probably being the weakest link is exactly who Navi are trying to target here onto the C site. Shout delivering very quickly and going to be taking down the rest of K-Corp down with them. So, you know, K-Corp may have won the first pistol of this game. The second pistol will be going down to Navi. But for now, Navi just try and inhibit movement down towards the right-hand side. Paranoia does affect both of the players there, actually, in return, so it does stop them in their tracks from this push. They's very close by, gets caught off guard by Angel. 2 kills for Navi, none for KC.
Yeah, that is brutal, especially with how many people they put over there.
Yeah.
I mean, Scream's trying to reposition Heaven very quickly, but with the way CNED had been playing, he's just camped outside of C.
And it's smart of Navi to know that that push is definitely going to force KC to move their players in that direction, so they're looking to find an opening elsewhere. Now towards the C site, XMS, the only defender, actually holds on, and he's got time to work with as well. He's got 10 in his favor because Navi's going to push him quickly. Eventually he dies, but is the stalling enough?
Yeah, on the retake though, Scream still has paint shells. There's a flash on Shin too. So definitely options for Karmine Corp. Second flash actually just came online as well.
And it is Scream.
Wow, really fighting early there. Maybe, I think you gotta wait for Scream, but trying to catch them before they can escape towards backside. If you get a pick 2-on-2, it becomes very doable.
They know he's coming from this direction, so they're all gonna look towards him. And I think Scream spotting that one player, realized they saw each other, so he knows the odds are not there for him. Backs out, saves the gun, wise decision.
I think a lot of the time, if you're happy just to like farm up these orbs, go for it. Now Zipan has that ulti.
And another second fake towards the right-hand side. Doggies bump heads. Now they're pushing even further. CNED again does deliver. Navi winning out on the trades, very important, but still not over. K-Corp, can they stop the spike plant from happening?
He's trying to get over to A. Look at this, the 2 players going outside of A, gambling that the site's open.
And they're closing off the rotation from Shin.
Yeah, this is tough. I mean, what a wacky play. It's a big gamble because if anyone's on site, you're toasted, but they know that Killjoy's over towards C. They might have had some information on the Omen too.
I feel like they're going to play for the lineups on Suigetsu.
I think they're going to play to save.
I'm not talking about Navi, but yeah.
KC's side.
Yeah, true. I mean, it's the obvious decision here. I mean, they're nowhere in a position to retaliate. They're lacking in numbers. They've got no information to play off of. Yeah, okay, they've got a couple guiding lights. Actually, just one on the side of Shin. But still, yeah, that is Navi finding themselves on double digits. And ever since Navi got the lead this map, they haven't dropped around.
It has looked very good. I just love the pivots. They continue to throw our way.
Tough spot, for sure.
It's the toughest of spots.
Okay, look, they're taking a bit of a gamble. Stacking 3 players onto seats, not something that you see very often at all. Maybe if you saw some early aggression and then they drop back and reposition, but they're just holding on. They know 3 are here. They've seen 3 pieces of utility. They're going to back off. No, Showstopper coming through. Just good for 1. And it's K-Corp that are on the back foot when it comes to the players.
It'll still be Angel working back towards A. There is a chance now, actually, moving it to B. I like this even more. He's going to be that late pinch if a rotate tries to come through Baby Door. The real fight is in mid, where Zeish is trying to find a timing peak on forward, but he himself falls. And I think this, once again, just absolutely does it for the round.
Yeah, it does seem to be the beginning of the end here for K-Corp. Navi taking full control.
Yeah, if anything, Zipan, if he could find a way to take a fight against Shin, who just upgraded into the Phantom, knock him down, life would be oh so easy. But it's just another round where all they have is 2 rifles. They were putting everything into these rounds.
I'm actually surprised Navi aren't really going for the kill straight away. I know, like, they just planted the spike, so that's probably why. Just make sure there's no ninja defuse going on. But they
now they're going for it. You see, it's like, okay, it's definitely a save. We're opening doors. We're clearing everything.
They've got a ton of money, and that's definitely not the case here for K-Corp.
Yeah,
so that will eliminate so many guns for them.
Yeah, kind of playing a little bit of buddy system there, trying to chase down maybe a player in spawn, something like this. Now, target acquired.
Yeah, they know
the hunt is on.
Who's getting it? XMS is hurrying up to put his carry pants on because this is when he's required. Trying to bring out the ascent action right back up. CNED knows that the floor is lava right now. Tries to stay out of it as quickly as possible still. XMS hitting his shot. Shin does end up falling, which means a play is down per side.
Counter lockdown. I think XMS got that off the kill he acquired earlier. Absolutely big, and they're not gonna be able to plant a spike. They gotta get out of there.
Yeah.
They're committing to they're pushing to fight it!
1 to 10 from the other side. Navi's going to be pushing forwards. XMS still alive and still well. Can he wait for Zeish to arrive, or does he have to push now? There's not much time because Navi's just going to reposition. There might be a flank in the works here for CNET as well if he just goes all the way around. There's Natus Swarm that's going to have to clear out goal. This is difficult. CNET just revealing himself. Finally, XMS dropped to the dirt as well. Navi putting K-Corp to the grave. 2-0 victory.